Hello students. So now we are going to learn about Pythagoras theorem. The chapter is present in properties of triangle. Pythagoras theorem is a very important theorem, and it's a very important thing to know that what is Pythagoras theorem, because after completing your this class or this chapter, you should get this Pythagoras theorem and its application up to higher studies. So this is a very important thing to you. From properties of triangle, properties properties of triangle, Pythagoras theorem. Now Pythagoras was a Greek philosopher who was born 580 BC and died 500 BC. He gave a wonderful relation between the length of sides of a right angle, okay, which is known as Pythagoras theorem. Now, what is Pythagoras theorem? In a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the remaining two sides. So, for Pythagoras theorem, we have to need the triangle first, right angle. Triangle must be right angle triangle. What is Pythagoras theorem? Now, if we take a right angle triangle like that, this is the right angle triangle. If we name it A, B and C, so BC is my base, AB height, and AC hypotenuse. Okay, now what Pythagoras, this is right angle at B. So now Pythagoras tells us that base square plus height square equal to hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse square. Okay, so from figure we can write it that BC square plus AB square is equal to AC square. This formula should hold only for right angle triangle. Okay, now the proof is not given. This is chapter of R.S. Agarwal math book. R.S. Agarwal math book of class 7 standard. Pythagoras theorem is started from class 7 standard CBSE R.S. Agarwal math book, but its application should go till higher study. Okay, so you have to read about that very much. Now let us come. The proof is not given here. Now I show you the proof of Pythagoras theorem. You already shown it from various channel of YouTube or another TV channel. Though you are showing it, I will also show you the proof. Actually, proof is not in your syllabus. Suppose we are taking, in short I am proving this proof. Suppose we are taking a right angle triangle is here. Okay. Now we are making a square with the help of this side, that is the hypotenuse. Making a square. Again, taking a base, we are making a square. Again, taking the height we are making another square. Now like that. Now if the hypotenuse is measure A and the base is measure B and the height is measure C, so if we take one side of this square, one side of this square is A, so the area of this square should be, what is the area? A square should be the area, A square. Similarly, the area of this is equal to B square, and area of this square is equal to C square. Okay. Now we can see that if we add the area of this square and this square, we are getting the area of this square. So that is the Pythagoras theorem. That is the proof of the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Hope you are understanding. Now here is converse of Pythagoras theorem. The converse tells us that if the square of one side of a triangle is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, then the triangle is right angle. Okay, so this is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. So this is the basic concept of Pythagoras theorem. Next we have to one result, that in a right triangle the hypotenuse is the longest side. There is a proof. Hypotenuse is the longest side. Hypotenuse is the longest side in a right triangle or right angle triangle, whatever you say. Now if we take a right triangle like that, so this is A, this is B, and this is C. So by Pythagoras, this is right angle here. So by Pythagoras theorem we can write that this is my hypotenuse, this is base, this is height. So by Pythagoras theorem we can easily write that A square is equal to B square plus C square. Okay, so that means from here we can apply that A square is greater than B square and A square is greater than C square. So that implying A is greater than B and A is greater than C. So this is proving that this is proving us that A is greater than both the other side, that is B and C. So hypotenuse A is the longest side. It's clear. Next, here various types of examples are given here. You can go through the examples. Now let's come to Pythagoras triplet. What is Pythagoras triplet? Three positive integer ABC, positive integer, remember, positive integer, three positive integer ABC are said to be Pythagoras triplet if C square equal to A square plus B square, or A square equal to B square plus C square, or B square equal to C square plus A square. If these three conditions or either or holds, then we can say that the numbers integer ABC are Pythagoras triplet. Obviously, ABC should be positive integer because the distance cannot be negative. So this is a positive integer. So this is called the Pythagoras theorem. It's a very important thing, and the converse of Pythagoras theorem I have already told. Here one experiment is given in R.S. Agarwal math book. I suggest all that you should see the experiment and read the experiment carefully so that you can understand the process better. So next illustrative examples are given in R.S. Agarwal math book. Again, I am suggesting all of these questions should be followed by you. So next come to the exercise of Pythagoras theorem. Exercise 15D of R.S. Agarwal method. Let's come to, without already talking, come to the exercise 15D, EX 15D. R.S. Agarwal. So the first question is given here. Find the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle if the other two sides is measure 9 cm and 12 cm. First question. Other two side 9 cm and 12 cm. We have to find the hypotenuse. Now since it is a right triangle, we can write that hypotenuse square or hypo square is equal to other two sides. That is, if we take this as base and this as base and this as height, then base square plus height square, that means b square plus h square. That means 9 square plus 12 square, 81 plus 144 means 225. Okay, so hypotenuse is equal to root over 225. That means 15 centimeter. Next come to question number 2. The hypotenuse of a right triangle is given. If one of the remaining side be 10, then find the other side. So we can again using the formula, this formula. Here hypotenuse is given and one side is given. So other side should be, suppose if we take question number 2, suppose if we take this side is given and hypotenuse is given, so we can follow the formula. Hypotenuse is 26 centimeter square. That is 26 square is equal to base. Suppose base is my base is given. So my base is suppose 10 centimeter. So we can take here 10 centimeter square and height is not given suppose. So height square. So that means height square is equal to 26 square minus 10 square. Means 26 plus 10. 26 minus 10 means 36 into 16. So height is equal to root over of 36 into 16 means 6 into 4 means 24 centimeter. So other side should be 24 centimeter. So that is the process. Next come to question number 3. So question number 3 in R.S. Agarwal math book, page number 193. Page 193. Remember. So in R.S. Agarwal math book it is given here. The solution is given here. So we should go through the solution. We are facing no problem. Next come to question number 4. The two legs of a right triangle are equal and the square of its hypotenuse is 50. Find each of the leg. That is question number 4. Question number 4. The two legs of a right triangle are equal. So suppose we should take the base equal to height is equal to x centimeter. Okay, and the square of its hypotenuse is 50. So according to the problem, x square plus x square is equal to 50. So that means 2x square is equal to 25 is equal to x square, sorry, 2x square is equal to 50 is equal to 25. That means x is equal to 5. Okay, so my other two sides should be 5 and 5. So next come to question number 5. Question number 5, the hint is given. Go through the hint, you will able to solve all the question. Next question number 6. In a triangle, right triangle ABC, the length of legs are given 6 cm A and B is equal to 4.5 cm. Find the length of the hypotenuse. Similar, it is similar. Next question number 7. The length of the side of the some triangle are given here. Which one of the right triangle? So here 3 lengths are given. Question number 7. We are taking 2. Now for following the right triangle, what we have to do, that sum of one side square is equal to sum of square of other two sides. That's our property should be satisfied. So here is question number 2. If A is equal to 9 cm, B is equal to 12 cm, C is equal to 16 cm. Now here the bigger side should be C, 16 cm. So we first we have to find C square, means 16 into 16 means 256. Okay, so now we have to find A square plus B square. Now A square is equal to 81 and B square is equal to 144. So that's equal to 225. So that not matching. Okay, this is greater than this. For right triangle it should be equal. So this triangle is not right angle. So the triangle is not right triangle. Okay. Next come to question number 8. Question number 8 is given. In angle ABC, triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 35 cm, angle C is equal to 55 cm. So angle B is equal to 35, angle C is equal to 55. So angle A is equal to 180 minus 35 plus 55 means 180 minus 90 means 90 degree. So my angle A is 90 degree. So if we have to draw the picture, it's look like that. This type. This is angle A and B is 55, B and this is C. So from the picture we can easily see that BC square, the third property is holding. That is BC square. BC is my hypotenuse. BC square is equal to AB square plus CA square. Okay. Next, question number 9. We have to find the distance of x. Now here the ladder is we take the ladder as hypotenuse and the height as 12 cm. We have to find the x. Next question number 10, that was my question number 9. Next question number 10. Question number 10 is the hint is given, so that you have to do yourself. Next come to question number 11. Question number 11 is given. A tree is broken by wind and does not separate. and if the point from where it breaks is 9 meters above the ground, then its top touches the ground at a distance 12 centimeter. Find out the total height of the tree before broken it. You should see the solution of R.S. Agarwal math book of example 7. It's quite is similar. Now I am solving this. Question number 10. Question number 10. Now we are taking the total height of the tree is h. Okay. Now it is broken at h at 9 meter above. So we are taking this as 9 meter. This as 9 meter. So this as 9 meter. Now so this should be. This should be my h minus 9 meter. Now it is broken. This is broken up and coming here. That means this is my h minus 9. And the distance between the foot is 12 meter. This is 12 meter. Now we have to find the original height. Now we are naming here that this is A, this is B, this is C. Obviously this is right angle. Applying Pythagoras theorem, that is h minus 9 square is equal to, first we have to take AC, first we have to write AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square. H minus 9 square is equal to 9 square plus 12 square. So here h minus 9 square is equal to 255. That means h minus 9 is equal to 15. That means h is equal to 15 plus 9 means 24 centimeter. So the original height of the tree is equal to 24 centimeter. Next, two poles 8 meter and 13 meter high stand upright in a playground. If their feet are 12 meter apart, find the distance between their tops. This is example number 4. Okay. Now this is one important question. Question number 12. I am giving you the hint of this question. Hope you are able to solve. Two poles, meter, 18 meter and 13 meter high. This is 18 meter. I am taking this 18 and this is 13 meter. Stand up on the playground and their feet are 12 meter apart. This is 12 meter. This is 18 and this is 13. 18 and this is 13. Suppose if their feet is 12 meter apart, then find the distance between their top. So we are drawing two right angle triangles. very tough for this. We have to draw two right angle triangles. So now we first have to find that the height is given, this height is given, and this is given. Stand upright on the playground. Sorry students, actually I have made a mistake. The process should be not like that. The process is we have to make like that. So this is my 12 centimeter. So this is also 12 centimeter. Okay, and now this is 13 centimeter. So this is 13. So this should be my 5 centimeter. 18 minus 13, this is 5 centimeter. Now we are drawing this. This is the distance between the head of the pole. Okay, so now we are applying the Pythagoras theorem and we are getting the required answer. That is the distance between the head of the pole is 12 square plus 5 square, 144 plus 25. That means 169 root over this. Root over 169 means 13. So the distance would be 13. Next, question number 13. A man goes 35 due to west, then 12 meter due to north. So for that we have to make the distance graph. Not distance graph. Actually, this is the east, west, north, south graph. So this is my east, west, north, south. So each of have 90 degree. Next, he is moving 35 meter to the west. So 35 meter, suppose this is 35 meter. This is 35 meter to the west and 12 meter to the north. Then 12 meter to the north. This is 12 meter. Okay. Now, how far from the starting point? So his starting point is here. So now we are adding this. So we have to find the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is my required answer. That is the distance between the starting point to the ending point of this. So that's it. Question number 14 is quite similar. Find the length of the diagonal of the rectangle whose sides are 16 centimeter and 12 centimeter. Now this is question number 15. Question number 15. We are given a rectangle. We have given a rectangle, and the sides are given. What are the sides? 16 and 12. This is 16 and this is 12. We have to find the diagonal. So this is a right triangle. So this is hypotenuse. It's easy to find that. Next, question number 16. The ends is given. Question number 16 goes to the solution. Next come to question number 17. Find the perimeter of a rhombus. Question number 17. Question number 17. What is given in the question number 17? What is the perimeter of the rhombus? The length of whose diagonal are 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. So we are drawing a rhombus first. Diagonals are given 16 and 12. So this is my 16. This is 16 and this is 12. So as we know that the diagonal of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Okay. So if we name it A, B, C, D and this is O. So this should be a right angle. Now we have to find OB. OB is equal to 16 by 2, 8 centimeter, and OC is equal to 12 by 2, that is 6 centimeter. So BC is equal to, if we take this triangle OBC triangle, so this is the right angle at here. So now this is BC is my hypotenuse. So BC should be root over of 8 square plus 6 square, means root over of 100, means 10 centimeter. So in a rhombus each side is 10 centimeter. Now what is the perimeter? 4 into side means 4 into 10 centimeter, means 40 centimeter is the required perimeter. So that's it for our class. I will come to another topic. If you are like my video, then please subscribe my channel. I will come to several video like this educational video of CBSE standard or West Bengal board standard or ICSE standard, whatever you told me. For that, please subscribe my channel, and once again thanks for watching my channel. Thank you.